seeing it being executed on the level that it's being executed is like, it's like watching a fucking real life movie out here. You know what I mean? Like, people really going for it. They gone. Actually, they gone. They gone. If you logically think drinking some chemicals to rid yourself of a virus, you deserve to not be here. Yo, what's good, fam? This Joaquin Dread coming at you with another episode of CC Me TV, Conscious Conversations, Media Education Television. Just piggybacking off the convo from yesterday's episode, the veil has been lifted. Continuing that message with, what are you standing for? What are you falling for? Trump got people out here drinking formaldehyde and bleach and shit. Like, people falling for it. Like, really falling for this shit. We ain't talking about no kids. We talking about grown adults. Like, really falling for this shit. So in these shaky and shaken times, what are you standing or are you falling? You standing on truth or you falling for the lies? You know, if you're a religious person, is what you been taught or are teaching or know of or believe in, have faith in, you know, is being put to the test. Are you falling in it or are you standing on it? That's what times we're in right now. Armageddon. Not brimstone and fire from the sky, floods, you know, meteors hitting the earth, none of that shit. We talking about the unveiling. The veil has been lifted, Armageddon. The original meaning for when these words were written, Armageddon, look it up. Look up who wrote these words, the Romans. You know what I'm saying? There are many books and Bibles, religious books and Bibles. The King James Version was not the first Bible ever written. It wasn't even the first version of that particular Bible itself. His father and his father's fathers, they you know, they known for writing religious books. They just deemed the KJV version the one for us to uphold, but not devaluing it in any way at all, because it has its relevance if you know how to decipher the code. But are you falling? Are you standing on them words? Are you standing on those words that you cling to? You can't just cling to something and believe in something and not stand on it. So are you standing on your words, standing on Jah words, standing on the message, standing on the faith? Or are you falling for the shit that's going on around? The shit that's going around. You're falling for the Rona? Yeah, he really got people out here drinking bleach, man. This shit is crazy. Crazy. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, my YouTube channel, and share. I'm gonna drop the description down in the comments. But we gonna continue, y'all. The current operating system is at a reset. It's a new operating system being installed, thinking in terms of the computer and how it relates to the matrix and the way the mind works, the way reality works. We had a redo. We in a state of limbo, transition. You know, a crossing over to the new world. They want to call it the new world order, but something so unorderly can't be an order, especially coming from them. We from this system crash now. We've seen how they operate their systems to eventually crash. And I guess in a way all systems do crash, but it's not what's going on, it's how it's going on. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. I seen a video where Obama was talking about having a system set in place to be prepared for when, biological epidemic just took place. Just how it is now. I ain't saying he predicting some shit, I'm saying they doing some shit. We moving into this new paradigm. The collapse of the old paradigm, as we can see. The veil has been lifted. We have no choice but to see things as they are. Not as how we want them to be, or not as they said things are. Because as we know, what they say it's far from being so most of the time. In this outdated system, we got people still clinging to it. People don't want to let it go. We got people that don't know what to do with themselves. We got men, no sports, can't watch sports on TV, don't know what the fuck to do with themselves. We got women, can't go get their hair and nails done, can't go, out every weekend to flash their hair and nails. So motherfuckers don't know what the fuck to do with themselves. Like, can't get my hair done, can't get my nails done. I'm gonna be pretty. Y'all must say, let's pay attention to that TLC song. So pretty. You can buy your hair if it won't grow, huh? Did you try growing your own shit first? But that's a different story, different episode. Can't watch sports Sunday. The fuck I'm gonna do on Sunday? Try getting to know your damn kids. That's a different episode, People not knowing what to do with themselves. Like, this was a false flag. They testing the waters. It's far from being the end of the world if there was such a program. But if it was, like, think about this shit. If this shit was the end, if this little pandemic was like like the plague for real, we wouldn't be ready. I ain't gonna see most people wouldn't be ready. Most people wouldn't be ready. Like, if Jesus was coming back, if there was such a program, we wouldn't be ready. We still clinging on to the shit that's false. Still clinging on to the lies and the deception because it feel good. And then another thing about what's going on with this shit, Trump telling people to, drink poison and shit like that. I'm noticing people, they want to be led in such a way to where they don't want to do no thinking. And I've always known shit like that, But to see this shit in practice, seeing it being executed on the level that it's being executed is like, it's like watching a fucking real life movie out here. You know what I mean? Like, people really going for it. They gone. Actually, they gone. They gone. If you logically think drinking some chemicals to rid yourself of a virus, you deserve to not be here. You just taking up air. You just taking up air. But that's a personal opinion. I keep my personal thoughts to myself. It's because I think it don't mean it's true. But people don't want to detach from what they know. Scared of the new. So they clinging to the lie. Because what's new is the truth. And then the truth is it ain't new. What's new is the lies. I'm learning that in this season too. Like, overstanding a lot of the shit I went through in the past growing up was teaching me about detachment. Not only from people, but from the kind of the world in general. And not even the world in general, but certain states of mind and certain states of being. Learning to detach and the proper way to attach and what to attach to and what to allow to attach to me. What's that? The story in the Bible, it talk about, what is that, Sodom and Gomorrah? About to burn up the city, you hear me? Burn it up. I don't know if you know the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, the background on it. Sounding like present day Babylon, if you know anything about Sodom and Gomorrah. Long story short, he's about to burn, Most High is about to burn the city up. He told this man, he said, take you and your family, get out the city. Get out the city right now. Don't ask no questions, just get up and go, you know? So man took his wife and his kids, and they head for the mountains. Jah said, the Most High, him said, don't look back. Because once you leave this city, don't look back. Go and keep going. Don't look back. Release yourself. Let go of all your attachment of what was, because it's not about to be there no more. There will be nothing for you to go back to, and I got something better for you on the other side. So the man took him, his family, his wife, kid, and they head for the mountains. Meanwhile, the city going up in flames, you hear me? Up in flames. And what the wife do? What the wife do? She looked back. Turned to a pillar of salt. And the man have to keep going because he got kids now. He got the kids with him. She turned to a pillar of salt. He can't look back to even grab. He got to, hey, shit. First of all, because he probably had her by the hand. She probably let go of the hand that he was leading with to look by. Shit, he had to let that go. He got to keep going with the kids. So moral of the story is, once you move on, especially once the Most High moves you out of a certain place, whether it be in the physical, whether it be in the mental, or whether it be in the emotional, whether he move you out those spaces, don't look back. Nothing there. And to tell the truth, it probably wasn't nothing there to begin with. It was all up there, because we are co-creating this shit we call reality. So you making this shit up kind of as you go. So it wasn't there to begin with. What was there was the falsehoods and the lies and the deception. She looked back. She couldn't let it go. She had to get one little peek, which says one of many things. She didn't trust what the Most High had for on the other side. There's a trust you have to have in yourself, and firstly in the Most High. Losing your mind. Yeah, they say losing your mind is a bad thing. I do it ever so often when I find myself being lost, if that makes sense. If I find myself being lost, I just lose my mind and go find myself. Because the shit up here, most of the time, is far from who you and what you are. And who you're supposed to be. So sometimes it's a very good thing to lose your mind. You might find yourself. You can lose your mind, but don't you lose yourself. In this thing called life, you better think twice. Hold on to your pot of gold, your wealth. Don't you pour more into another man, more than you pour into God. Because who feels it knows. Heart open, not closed. Where I go, he goes. His love overflows. Found love. Yeah. Single coming soon, yours truly. Different episode though, but stay tuned. Detached. She didn't detach. And she didn't trust the Most High. And she didn't trust her husband. That's a lesson for the woman. If you got a righteous man, them leading you, and them leading you out of the fire, Babylon, you better let him lead you. Don't let his hand go to look back at some shit that ain't even gonna be there anyway. Was never for you to begin with, and not even gonna be there when you're looking back. And then when you turn back forward, you're not even gonna be there to look at yourself. So all fair woman out there, if what you choose is for a man to lead you and he'll take your hand and go, have that trust. If you don't have that trust, you shouldn't be with a man. And vice versa too. Vice versa. But in the context of the story, the man leading the woman out of the bullshit, she let the hand go, turned around, and she ceased to exist. Take heed, take it or leave it. The trust in the Most High, the trust in her husband, and that detachment was her downfall. Let go, release, release, let go, release. Think about the word release, release. It's 2 words, compound. To lease something, contractual, to take hold of. You lose it, release it. You know, it's just like a plant. Plants release. Simultaneously taken in. So do the, have that same mind state as a plant. You release with the oxygen, take in carbon dioxide, all at the same time. These are not separate processes. It's the same thing. Same process, same damn time. Release. To let go and grab back a hold of simultaneously. Let go. Detach. Trust in the Most High that the process and the mission will be fulfilled. And trust in yourself. That godliness, that higher self, that higher vibration inside of you will lead you that way. That's all I got for y'all right now. Peace in and out. Kindred. Hey, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get my notification when we come back. Because I will be back. Yeah, share these videos, All positivity, love. Kindred. Peace in and out.